Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome into the Tuesday Tea with me, Christy, with Cuter Than Most Accessories. I am here for part 2 of the Success with Your Timing with Your Schedule series. So part 1 was about the morning ritual, when this is part of my Tuesday morning ritual, and I hope that I become part of your Tuesday morning ritual. And today we're going to talk about important work first, doing the important work first thing with no direct distractions. So while you come on in, I am going to get my share on inside of the event page, inside of my business partners page, and in my VIP group, because they love to know about the Tuesday tea with me, Christy, at Cuter Than Most. See my mint? Got some mint in my tea. You can see that right there. So come on in, come on in, come on in while I get my share on this morning. Talking about the morning schedule, how to be a success with your morning routine, and then how to carry that on to other parts of your life, such as first things first. You got the morning routine down, then what do? That's what we're going to talk about this morning. Hello, hello, hello. So glad to see you guys in here. I know the response of the hashtag replay, so make sure you throw out a hashtag replay. Let me know that you came in here this morning for the Tuesday tea with me. All right, let's get the share on here. Yay, my laptop is working with me today. If you caught my last Tuesday tea, my laptop was not being friendly to me. And I do not know why, but today it is, and that is great. Oh, did I speak too soon? No, there you go. Okay. Work first, no distractions. Go ahead and get your share on. If there's somebody you know who needs this. The good thing about this works for any business that you're in, any corporate job that you have, any career that you're in. Let me put this inside the event. Next up on my schedule is to get somebody to do this for me, right? Add that to my list of things to do. All right, one share done. While you're in here, when you're coming in, go ahead and drop, what do you find to be your biggest distractions in the morning time? What are your biggest distractions? That's what I want to see. Let me hear some of your biggest distractions in the morning time. And then I can come back and give you some tips on how to work around those biggest distractions, because we all have them. That is for sure. Hello, good morning. Happy terrific Tuesday. You're in here with the Tuesday tea with me, Christy. All right. And this won't be long today because I like to give the information that you need and then let you get on with your day and apply it. Good morning, good morning. Come on in, say hello. Don't be a stranger. You were dropping below some of your biggest distractions. Good morning. Some of your biggest distractions that you have in the morning time. So the first thing is a recap of last week. Last week we talked about morning rituals, waking up, and the first things that waking up before you have demands on your life. Go back and catch that first part 1 so you can learn about the morning rituals and getting out of the way or getting up before your morning distractions kick in. So as a mom, as a wife, as a manager at your career job, there are things that will get into your way in the morning that will be immediate distractions in the morning. So waking up before that and getting things on your list done, setting your mood, and how will you set it, by prayer or things of that nature. Today, we are going forward with important work first. So the important work first is, did you know that your brain is most awake and alert and ready to capture the day and take charge of your day between 2.5 to 4 hours after you wake up? Well, that works for me now because I do this job, my business full time. Like, this is my business is it. Cuter Than Most Accessories is it. But this time last year, I was working full time as an assistant principal. So the best time of my day was spent working on my job, my career job, and not working on my business. So how do you get around that? How do you get around your first 2.5 to 4 hours after you wake up being spent not towards your business and your business goals? There's a couple ways that we can go about doing this. Is when you wake up in the morning, it's your morning routine. If you get your morning routine, that's why it's so important to get that morning routine down pat. That's why it's so important to wake up 15, 30 minutes, 1 hour before your demands are put on you, because you're alert, you're ready to go, and you need to channel that time into setting your mood for the day, because the most alert time of day is the time to set your mood for the day and to get some things done. All right, now you get dressed, kids are ready, husband's gone, fiance's gone, your soulmate is gone, and you set them off today, breakfast is cooked, bed is made up, all that's done, you're heading into work, and now you have maybe 2 more hours of the most alert time of your day, and you go in and you check emails, right? Well, in the corporate world or in the business world or in whatever your career job is, it's actually not good practice to check your emails first, because that is not the best use of your energy, your prime time of the day. So it's important work first. If you have a daily method of operation in your business, then you should definitely look at your daily method of operation and say to yourself, what is the most important thing I need to accomplish today? So for me in my business, the most important thing for me to do is support my team and to get jewelry sold. I want to share it so I can change people's lives $5 a time. So when I am up and alert, that is the first thing I do. I either schedule it at the time that I'm down, my downtime at the end of the day. I'll schedule it so those jewelry will come out first thing in the morning when everyone is alert and ready to make those amazing decisions, like buying some jewelry to stay fashionable for less, or they are ready to shop. So I put things out early in the morning when people are alert. Now, either I can do that in the morning when I'm awake at my best time, or I can do that, schedule it at night when I'm not at my most alert time, so it'll be up when the rest of the world is bright and early and alert. So what are some things you can do around that alert time because you're spending it at your career job? Well, you can schedule things at work. There's some things that I would schedule at work. Like, I knew first thing in the morning as an assistant principal, I had to get the kids off the bus in the school, get their day started, get them in the classrooms, go check all the classes. And there was this minor window of time where the building was actually quiet before anything else took place. Well, that gave me 15, 20, maybe pushing it 30 minutes for moi. So guess what I did? I took advantage of that little window because I've already done my job. I've already got the schoolhouse into their day. Everybody is calm. Everybody's in the classes where they need to be. All the classrooms are accounted for. So if somebody didn't show up in the school building, then I had somebody covering a class. If breakfast didn't go down, if a parent needed to meet with me, all those things, check, 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 check. That is a little window where nobody will probably bother me. Well, I could use that time when I am fresh, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed to do something for my business for a 15, 20, or 30-minute time period. Your career job, there's a time period in the morning where if you knock out all the things that normally, this is where you're intentional about your time, you knock out all the things that normally come and hit you, then You can probably pull out 5, 10, 15, an extra 5 minutes every day during your peak time, 2.5 to 4 hours after you wake up to do something for your business adds up to big wins at the end of the week, at the end of the month, and end of the year. And it's those little wins that add up that make you have a big win. And what sets you apart from those who don't do those things. And you're looking mirrored to somebody, and at the end of the year, they're like, how did she make those moves? Like, how does she has the same amount of time that I did? But you're using your peak time intentionally, which is 2.5 hours or 4 hours after you wake up. Now, here's one way that I learned to beat the system when I was working full time. I took a nap. So when I came home from my job, I got my daughter squared away, whatever she needed, snack, homework, list of things she needed to do. That gave me, and I'm a queen of cat naps. So that gave me, and a cat nap in the evening carries me through the night. So it's like a fresh start for me. So I get my cat nap in for 15, 30 minutes. I don't let myself go past that amount of time. I'd set an alarm, because if I go past 30 minutes, I get into a really deep sleep, and then I'm not worth a thing when I wake up. Now, I don't know if that's scientifically proven, but part of being successful is knowing you. Okay, so I know me. Give me a cat nap, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and it is like that 2.5 hour or 4 hour window that takes place in the morning after you've gotten a good sleep restarts for me. So try it. Try getting a nap after you finish your full-time job and you come home. Sometimes these naps would take place in the car for my daughter's soccer practice or in the car for her track practice. And I was still a supportive mom, because right when she'd get out the car, she goes and does her warm-ups, runs her 2 laps around. They're stretching out. Mommy gets a nap, and by the time she's up and practicing and really wants me to be watching her and supportive and taking notes of things that she could work on so we can talk about after she gets in the car, I'm out the car and out there and supporting her, wide awake and able to also get some things done on my phone for my business. That is where my 2.5 hour to 4 hour clock restarts. So that is what you should try to do when it comes to doing important work first. So here's a great thing about this. If you start these habits now, then when you quit or you retire or your business is able to allow you to walk away from your career job and you are a full-time entrepreneur, then these habits will already be in place. You'll already have what we talked about in part 1, which is your morning routine will be down packed. So you won't get in a habit because you're off and you do have flexibility of time, and you could just stay in the bed, and I could have pajama pants on right now. You would never know. I don't, but it could happen. When those things, when you have a full-time entrepreneur and you're in charge of your own time, these habits will already be good to you, will already be ingrained in you. And it won't be something that you wake up, you are blessed, your business has grown, you are now retired from your career job, which you went and got your bachelor's and master's degree in, and you're doing your business full time, and you're like, I don't have any routines in place. You start those routines now, watch your business grow, and have those things in place when you get to do your business full time. Just a little tea from me, Christy, Cuter Than Most Accessories business partner here, to share with you things that I share with my team as a master team builder with Paparazzi Accessories. So just a little recap. I told you it'd be short. It's very short, small things that you can integrate into your current lifestyle that will help you have a more successful schedule. So last week, just a recap, go back and catch that video. We talked about morning rituals, getting things done and waking up earlier, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever you can fit into your schedule. That little bit will make an improvement over time. So a morning routine, waking up before your normal distractions get away. And if you hear something, the reoccurring theme so far in these parts, part 1 and part 2, is getting ahead of your distractions. Because on part 2, it is what we're talking about now, doing the important work first thing without distractions. So one thing that I've learned is my cell phone, I used to always be wary of people who had their cell phones on silent, but I operate at my home office with my phone on silent. That means all the things that come through on my phone, all the messages that are not part of, like I can answer those when I'm laying down, getting ready to take my nap. When I am alert, 2.5 to 4 hours after I wake up, I don't need those distractions because that's not on my list of things to do. So that is it. Still some time early in the morning when you are most alert, and you can definitely do it in your career job. Think about it. Sit back today and think about what is your morning routine every day at home and once you get to your career job. Because the way to build your business, you have to be able to build your dream while you're also working for somebody to help build their dream. So take some time away. This might include, instead of running to the water cooler and find out the latest news, you don't have time for the morning cooler. That morning cooler is 15 minutes that you could be sitting in a corner away from everybody and doing something purposeful for your business while you are at the most alert. Because right now you're using that most alert time of the day to be in the office gossip. Who has time for that? Take a look around you. Who is not participating in that? I wonder what they're building over there. Go join them. That's what I tell my daughter all the time in school. When she would get in trouble for talking or her grades weren't where they were supposed to be because she was distracted, I'd say, who's the smartest kid in your class? Every time you think about opening your mouth and talking, look at them. See what they're doing. Model that. Like one of my mentors, I don't know if she even knows it now, but she's a mentor of mine, says copy the right cat. That's what I was teaching my daughter at a very young age. Copy the right cat. If you want to change your habits, then what is the person who is where you want to be doing? I bet you they're still in time to build their brand. You need to do the same. Thank you so much for joining me on the Tuesday Tea with me, Christy, where I love to change lives $5 at a time. And this week, this series, for the next, we got 3 more Tuesdays, so join me back here next Tuesday. We'll learn about part 3 of scheduling. So far, we've handled morning routines. And today we've talked about doing the important work first. And how does that fit in when your important work, the most alert time of your day, is spent building somebody else's brand or building somebody else's dream because you're working at their job? How can you reset that time clock? That might include taking a cat nap and resetting your time clock so your next 2.5 to 4 hours of alertness is spent on building your dream. All right, the day is very early. You can always turn it around. You can take 5 minutes in the bathroom stall and reset your mood with a good quote, a Bible verse, or a moment of meditation. You got this. It's on you, and it starts right here. Believe it, and it can be done. So today, it's still early. Hand out 5 compliments. Do it with a smile. The good Lord gave it to you. You might as well share it. Be blessed. See you back here next Tuesday.